I'm Jeff Gunn, and today we're going to be talking about artificial harmonics on the guitar. Most of us are familiar with the natural harmonics, which are most commonly produced at the 12th fret, the 7th fret, and the 5th fret, by resting our finger just over top of the metal fret bar. Now, artificial harmonics are a little bit different. What you need to do is maintain either a 12 fret distance between your fingering hand and your strumming hand, or a 7 fret distance most commonly. Now, there are others, but these are the two we're going to focus on today. So to begin, I'm going to make a G major chord, and in order to produce artificial harmonics around this chord, I'm going to have to count up 12 frets from the fingering hand. And I'm going to have to basically put my index finger in my strumming hand right over top of the metal fret bar, just resting gently. I'm then going to take my thumb, P, as it's known in classical terminology, and I'm going to strike the string right behind it. So it almost looks like this when you're hitting the string. Now, if I'm on the 3rd fret, it means I have to count up to the 15th fret, up 12 frets. If I am on the 5th fret, I have to count up to the 17th fret, and so forth. In example 1, we're counting up 12 frets from our fingering hand to our strumming hand, and we're going to use the index finger and the thumb to actually sound the harmonic. And what it requires is we maintain a 12 fret distance between the fingering hand and the strumming hand. So if I'm on the 3rd fret, it means I have to count up 12 frets to the 15th fret and rest my index directly over the metal fret bar like so. Now, if I'm on the 5th fret, I have to count up 12 frets and rest my index finger directly over the 17th fret, 12 frets higher, and so forth. So I'm going to outline the G major chord right now using artificial harmonics. Sped up, it sounds like this. In example 2, we're using the exact same technique we used in example 1, but this time we're maintaining a 7 fret distance between our fingering hand and our strumming hand, where I'm going to sound the artificial harmonics. So if I'm at the 3rd fret, I have to sound it at the 10th fret. If I'm at the 5th fret, I have to sound it at the 12th fret, and so forth. It sounds like this. Sped up, it sounds like this. In example 3, we're going to add a regularly played note with our artificial harmonics. And the way we're going to do that is use our ring finger A to strike the 1st string. Note I'm still using a G major chord. I have to maintain the 12 fret distance as we did in example 1 and 2, but this time on the end of every beat I'm going to be adding the open, or rather the G note. It sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Sped up, it sounds like this. In example 4, we're using the exact same technique we used in example 3, but this time we're maintaining a 7 fret distance, and we're again going to be using our ring finger to sound the 1st string, which happens to be a G note in this case. It sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Sped up, it sounds like this. In example 5, we're using the exact same technique we used in example 4, but this time we're going to be adding 3 regularly played notes with artificial harmonics as we outline the G major chord, like so. I'll count it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Sped up, it sounds like this. In example 6, we're doing the exact same technique as we used in example 5, but this time we're maintaining a 7 fret distance. I'm going to outline the G major chord, and I'm going to count it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Let's speed it up a little bit. In example 7, we're going to simultaneously play regularly played notes using our A finger, our ring finger, and also sound the artificial harmonic, again with our G chord, maintaining a 12 fret distance. It sounds like this, and I'll count it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Sped up, it sounds like this. In example 8, we're doing the exact same technique that we used in example 7, but this time we're maintaining a 7 fret distance. It sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Sped up, it sounds like this. In example 9, we're going to sound our chord using nothing but artificial harmonics. In order to do so, we need to use our index finger to rest over top of the metal fret bar as we hit each string with our A finger. It sounds like this. In example 10, we're using a 7 fret distance. In example 11, we're going to be switching between a 12 fret distance and a 7 fret distance in order to switch between artificial harmonic locations to show you how you can transform the sound of a single chord, or G major in this case. In example 12, I'm going to be decorating a common chord progression using artificial harmonics, maintaining a 12 fret distance and a 7 fret distance.